Welcome to another episode of the Startup Hub series. We have with us Matteo Bertocchi. We're going to be hearing from Matteo today. Basically, a little series of advice and answering questions from me on their sustainability journey and what makes Nova Supercap a pretty exciting company.
Novac is an energy storage company. We develop shapeable supercaps. Supercaps are an energy storage system much powerful than batteries that is usually coupled to batteries to increase power of a system. And our goal is to make them shapeable in order to increase the power of any electric vehicles or satellites with low design effort from the customer.
Where would you like to see Novac Supercap in the next 2 to 3 years and then beyond?
Basically, our goal is to become a supplier of the OEMs of different fields in mobility, from motorsport to automotive and smart mobility and aerospace. These are very challenging markets. That's why we want Novac to become the reference from the energy storage point of view for these high performance applications, and also a technical leader for the development of innovative materials for energy storage systems.
Fantastic. Makes yours different besides the shapeability. I mean, I remember from my experience, supercaps, they could be quite flammable or what have you, right? So, I mean, how has that changed?
Basically, since our goal was to spread supercap, to make them shapeable, we had to focus, of course, on safety. That's why our core expertise is on materials, and we are developing materials in order to make supercaps much safer. And the main switch for that is to pass from the liquid state electrolyte to the solid state electrolyte. When you have a liquid, this could leak out, evaporate, or catch fire. While with a solid state electrolyte that we are developing, there is no liquid essentially that can take fire. So it is a much safer system.
Is there any advice that you could give to a new scientist or a fresh entrepreneur that's just thinking of setting up their own company and their team? What would you tell them? I mean, obviously you've been at this now for a couple of years or so. What have you learned? What has worked well and what has not worked well?
Basically, I think that the most important advice that I can give is to catch every opportunity that you get, because you don't actually know what it might lead to. That's my main advice. It's not probably a technical one, but you might get this technical advice from an acceleration program that you might get. But the most important thing is to accept every opportunity, get out from the comfort zone, because you might get different opportunities by different paths, even if you don't see them right now. And I think that there are no important mistakes that I've made, luckily. So I don't have any things that must not be done. But the thing is that you have to try and to discuss with your colleagues, the partners of your company, before taking an important decision, in order to be, all the team must be aligned when you try to go on with a decision. That's these two advices I can give.
Excellent, thanks for that. Considering that this forum, it's opened up and there will be potential investors looking at it, what would you want to tell them? What clicks? Obviously, you mentioned the team, and that is extremely important for the execution. But what's next on the strategy, and what would make your team click, right? For them to say, "Wow, these guys are great. I want to put my money behind them."
Yes, basically the key word I think is traction. So we have financial traction, since we were already able to raise money from Italian investors up to now, more than 1 million euros. and we achieved the results after receiving the money. That is not granted, I think. And so we were able to go on with R&D, complete the development of our materials, most of them, and to develop our first prototype in collaboration with Dallara. That leads to the second kind of traction that we have, that is the market traction or technical traction. So we have this prototype for motorsport with Dallara, that is one of the most important manufacturing company for carbon fiber in the motorsport and aerospace world, and we are working with them to increase this traction in 2024, especially in motorsport. And at the same time, we are doing some other proof of concept, and we are focused for 2024 on that in order to increase our value, and then at the same time to raise money in order to be ready for production and sale in 2025.
What will be the next step for you in evolution of potential opening up another new market?
Basically, the development of the first prototype for motorsport actually allowed us to talk with other industries as well from the same prototype. We are focusing on aerospace. That's why I've been in Houston for 1 month in September. I've been at NASA and I talked to different US companies, and we are working at the same way with ESA, the European Space Agency. And we are reached by many companies with different applications, sometimes applications that we don't even know, since they are very niche markets that are at the same time very, very important for us. And the other aspect is, of course, the development of innovative materials. That is basically our second revenue stream, that is going well at the same way. So the development of our innovative materials to allow us to make this shapeable solid-state supercap actually led us to have this second revenue stream about the licensing of the IP of some of our materials for the world of batteries, so for gigafactories of lithium batteries. And we are working with 2 of them to test some of our materials in order to license, hopefully, our technology to the world of gigafactories in order to increase the performance of batteries in general. So this is the other important step that we are doing in 2024.
Any other things that you would like to add?
Basically that just the thing about the team, we started from 4 people with a strong engineering background. Our CTO Aldo, that is here today, is a materials engineer, and with the first investment we completed the team from the technical point of view. Now we have 3 people working full-time in the R&D of innovative materials that allow us to be very quick in the development. And the second step was to set up our own headquarters in Modena, still in the Italian Motor Valley. So now we have 600 square meters of headquarters with offices and materials laboratory in order to be very quick and fast in the development of our materials. So we have also the resources. We set up the car to run through this journey.
What percentage of that can be recirculated or recycled thereafter after usage?
Hi, Gerard. Yes,
Hello.
up to the 80% of our supercapacitor are made out of recyclable components, and one of our product that is basically the substrate on top of which we build the supercapacitor is easily separable from the rest of the components. So in some way we are improving the recyclability of this component. That is one of the main topics in the next year.
Great, Aldo. Thank you for answering that. So I think that we can agree that you guys have a really exciting solution to market out there, and I really wish you the best, and thank you for your time on this sustainability talks in the Startup Hub.
Thank you.
So thanks.